Hi, and a very warm welcome to today's fun, all levels flow sequence. We'll really be working on stretching through our entire body. This is excellent to do in the morning, in the evening, or at any time during the day when you feel like you need to kind of release some tension and get into your body. We'll begin in tabletop. So come onto your hands and knees. Your knees are under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. We're just going to move through a few cat-cows. So drop your belly, gaze goes up on the inhale. And on the exhale, round your back. Again, drop the belly on the inhale. And on the exhale, really round the back. Push the floor away from you. 2 more, just like that. And last one. Come to a neutral spine, and we'll give our wrists some love. First, just start making circles. Doesn't matter which direction. And then reverse the direction of your circle. And then just move forward and back a bit. Then come to a neutral position. Flip your palms around so that your fingers are facing you. And just gently lean back as if you were trying to sit on your heels. Just gently, gently. And come back up. And again, leaning back, creating some nice stretch up through your arm. And one more. And come back. Come back into tabletop. I'm going to thread the needle. So first the right arm reaches up, open through your chest, look up, and then thread it underneath you. Bring the right ear to the mat. You can walk your left arm out, stretching a bit more. Make sure that your hips are centered so that you're not being thrown off kilter here. One more cycle of breath. And then bring that left arm in first. Press up. Reach up with your right arm. Look up to the ceiling. And bring the arm back down. Just doing the same on the other side. So left arm reaches up, look up, and then thread it beneath you. Your left ear comes to the mat. Make sure that your hips are nicely centered and you can extend the right arm long. Breathe here. And then bring the right hand in first. Press into the mat. Reach up with your left arm, look up, and return to center. Just going to do one more round of cat-cow. So drop your belly, look up. And on the exhale, round your back. One more, just like that. Drop the belly, look up on the inhale. And on the exhale, round your back, really press the floor away from you. And then return to a neutral spine. Extend the right leg behind you and really press into your heel, feeling the stretch throughout your entire back line here. And then we're just going to pivot on the side so that you bring your foot down. And you can also rotate the bent leg. So we are in a modified version of a side plank. You can extend your right arm up to the sky. You can look down or look up, whatever feels good for you here. And then bring your right arm overhead, creating a bit more of a side bend here. And circle that right arm down. Return to your tabletop with the right leg extended. Again, press into that heel. And then bring it in. And we're switching sides. Extend your left leg behind you. Really press into that heel, creating some length. Our supported side plank, so rotate that back foot so that it's nicely planted. You can also rotate your bent leg and then reach up with your left arm, looking up or looking down, whatever suits you best here. And then reach with your left arm overhead, a bit of a side bend. Circle the left arm down, returning to tabletop with the left leg still extended. Again, press into that left heel and then come back into tabletop. Walk your arms a little bit out in front of you, tug the toes, and lift up into downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet here, bending one knee and then the other, before finding some stillness in your downward facing dog. And then reach with your right leg up, three-legged dog, and then step that right foot in between your hands. Lower the back knee to the mat. Low lunge. Reach up with your arms. And bring them down to your mat. Tuck the back toe. Step back into downward facing dog. Reach up with your left leg, three-legged dog on the other side. And step it through. Bring the back knee to the mat. Low lunge. Find your center. Sweep the arms up. Really send your hips down without collapsing in your low back. We are still creating length. And bring your arms back down. Tuck your back toes. Step back into downward facing dog. And we'll take a flow from here, from down dog into plank. You can keep your knees down here, through chaturanga, all the way down, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in your down dog. And just bring your knees to the mat. And from tabletop, come into your puppy stretch, walking the arms out in front of you. Your hips are over your knees. The forehead is resting on the mat. And then come back into tabletop. And back into child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. And fold on down. Now just come onto your fingertips in child's pose, really stretching through the back. And then walk your arms out to the right. Really stretching through your left fingertips. To feel that nice stretch in your left side body. And then come back through the center and to the other side. So this time really stretching through your right fingers, feeling that nice stretch. And come back through the center. Stretch just a tiny bit more in your child's pose. And then roll on up. Bring your knees together. And we're just going to gently lean back and stretch the tops of our feet here. So bringing your knees up as you lean back on your hands. This can look very small for you. Or you can bring your knees higher. It really depends on your feet here, on how familiar you are with this stretch. And release. Lean forward. Tuck your toes behind you. Adjust the pinky toes. And come to sit on your heels. We won't be here for long, just stretching through the feet. And come forward into tabletop. And then lower yourself onto your bellies. Place your hands for forehead support. And we're going to do some somatic hip shaking. So we are just lying on our bellies here, really sinking into the floor. We just start sloshing our hips from left to right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Enjoying this movement. Check in with your body. See if you're relaxed all over or if there are perhaps some places that hold tension. And if they are holding tension, see if you can perhaps release it. If you can perhaps breathe into it. You can literally imagine a nose in the place where you are holding tension and you breathe air right into that spot. And exhale all of the stuff you no longer need. And when you're ready, bring the movement to a pause. Feel your body heavy against the floor. And then gently roll to one side. Stack your legs on top of each other. Your elbow is under the shoulder, side sphinx. Just feeling a nice stretch in your body. And if you want to, you can also lift yourself up more into a side seal, so a deeper stretch. And then gently lower down, roll onto the other side. Side sphinx first. So you're bracing your weight on your forearm, your legs are stacked. And then if you feel like it, you can lift up more into a side seal, creating a deeper stretch in your side body. One more breath here. And release. Come lie down on your back. Extending the legs long for Shavasana. Letting the feet flop, letting your arms rest by your side with the palms facing up. Make sure that the back of the neck is long, that you are not cutting yourself off, and the back of the neck. If you have to, you can even bring your chin in a little bit to promote that beautiful length. And then just settle here for a little while, integrating the practice, spending a few more moments in stillness. You can stay in Shavasana for longer if you want to. But if you're ready to come out, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. You can take a nice deep stretch if that feels good to you. And then just roll onto one side. Before using your arms to press yourself back up into a seat. Place your hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. And let's close our practice with gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up on your mat today, for doing this short yet sweet sequence designed to nourish your body to give your mind some focus, attention, and freedom, to honor your spirit with the time that you have just spent with yourself, investing in yourself, loving on yourself. And if you can find one thing that you can be grateful for today, one thing that happened, will happen, one thing you noticed perhaps as you were moving through your day, what is that one thing? And how can you appreciate it even more? Feel that expansiveness in your chest as you open up to the feeling of appreciation, gratitude, and know that this space, this sensation is always available to you. All you have to do is tap into your heart. Thank you.